Good morning, everyone. It's happening, guys. It's actually happening. I don't train on Wednesdays, and I want to use this nice little window to do a bit of learning, just because my brain works quite well at this time. I have hopped onto Jake Doleshal's. Jake, if you're he's definitely not watching, but I apologise if I'm butchering your name. I've hopped on his education. There's a ton of stuff there, so I want to dig into it. If you don't know Jake, he is a leader in the industry in gut health / alternative health. I've talked about this quite a lot recently, and I'm going to double down on it. The world before 6 AM is in slow motion, and some people will call it performative, some people will call it LARPing or whatever. But I just enjoy doing it, and I actually saw a reel yesterday, and it's so true. People who use words like LARPing and performative are all the laziest and the most hateful people you've ever met. Genuinely think about the type of people you'll see the odd time, whether it's on your algorithm or maybe even in real life, who use those words. They're all like students who are communists. It's the absolute worst type of human. Anyway, I am really glad to say that on Monday we officially signed the lease for a beautiful apartment. And I suppose with this whole series, because it's the biggest thing that's happened yet, I should have made that more dramatic. But yes, we are actually moving, and we are moving in on the 1st of September. However, prior to that, I'm going to go to my hometown, where my dad's side of the family are. It's pretty cool. Everyone's within 200 or so yards of each other. Well, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but everyone lives like right beside each other. I'm going to spend a few days there just before I go off into the big scary city. It's a pain in the arse. It is really a pain in the arse in terms of the things I need to sort out. I'll talk about that a little bit later on in the video, but something I want you guys to double down on if you're struggling to structure your days is it's not about working for as long as you can. It is simply about having something tangible to show for your day. So for example, today, I know before 6 AM I want to get a lot of studying done, because I signed up to the education portal last week and haven't started it yet. It'll be a client reply window. After that, I will start making some content, and then I have a coffee. I have an in-person diagnostic call with someone who's come on board for our mentorship 7-day trial. I will talk about that as well later on in the video. And then after that, it's with a mentorship call. We'll have a podcast with Dean Gracie, who was, I think, the 3rd coach I worked with. Absolutely brilliant coach, great, even better guy. But we're at Apple Green here. We'll chat a bit more about everything going on. I thought I would quickly jump in while I'm studying here. On the second video, I'm working my way through Jake's educational library, and it blows my mind every time I learn from someone. Not only because you realise the levels there are to this game and the perspectives, the different how much of an impact a different perspective can have on how you understand something and how you communicate it, but also going back to basics. The first video I watched was literally just about how he would set out calories and macros. Basic part of the PT/coach's job. But his approach is so different to ones I have heard before. So it's just awesome. And I know, again, I woke up this early. I usually wake up at 5, I got up at 4 today. I know that... Oh, let's try it. There we go. I know my brain is at its best when the world is in slow motion before 6 a.m. It's currently 6:46, so I will finish up this little lecture and I will go home, eat breakfast, do some client replies, and then we will chat about the paperwork or the tasks I have left to tick off before I can go home. To-do list. Car. Very, very annoying because I just want to be in flow state with work, but it's this really weird situation where I am actually moving home. We are doing the thing that we thought would take us a year to do, but took us 2-3 months. Limiting belief, folks. Limiting beliefs. But in order for me to... This car's on finance. And I have still like half of it to pay off, which is like 6k or something stupid. I am not giving them 6k. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a voluntary termination. And there is a bit of a shortfall, so I have to pay extra. So I think that plus collection fee, or if there is one of their facilities I can just drive it to and drop off the car, it'll be like, well, we'll say for now £700 roughly. I also need to adhere to their fair wear and tear standards, something like that. In short, the alloys are scuffed on about, I think 3 of the alloys are scuffed, and that is going to be a lot of money to fix. There's some scratches. I'm just driving to Halfords now to get some touch-up paint to sort that out. I will get the car washed as well, and I'll hoover inside and stuff. I think I'll be able to get that done before my meeting with one of the new lads in the mentorship. As I said, it's 11:15. But what else do I need to do? Yes, there's a small dent which I will definitely find someone to do, because I'm not even gonna try. I'm terrible at that kind of stuff. Could I learn? Yes. Do I have the time to / effort for something that I don't want to do? No, because I am a very polar person. I'll do one thing extremely well, but something I'm not interested in, I'm not doing it. Anyway, I digress, as always. A few things to sort out here, and then I will contact them, see when they can pick up the car. If we can get rid of the car within the next week, that'll be great, because then that'll mean it'll be done before my next payment. Essentially, I'll be able to voluntarily terminate before my next payment, which obviously saves me a few quid. And I am conscious that living by myself, especially in this apartment that you will see, it's a lot more expensive than I had initially thought, but it's perfect. I will talk more about the apartment eventually, but obviously I just need to be a little bit more money conscious, right? So me saving a few quid on, again, I know it's relatively, in the context of things, a small amount. It's always handy, right? Because I only have, 3 weeks left here before I leave. So we need to get the car sorted, get rid of it, and then my phone contract, I can't get out of the contract. I can keep the phone and keep paying the bill monthly. I can get a Polish SIM and just add it on, so it'll be a very dear phone bill, because I'm technically paying 2 phone bills, but convenience sake, it's there. Enough yap for now. We're gonna go sort all the car things we can, and then we have a coffee with a familiar face who I'm excited to work with. Oh, sorry, before I go, the point I was making there before I went on a mad tangent was, it's weird that it's finally happening, like the move, and I'm getting annoyed at myself for going to sort out things that will allow me to actually move. Like, I need to get out of this car finance deal before I move, right? So when you're an entrepreneur, you're in this really annoying, not even an entrepreneur, a business owner, you're in this really annoying state where, frustrating state, shall I say, where no matter what you do and how much because like bare basics, looking at it, as long as I serve my clients each day and show up at least once on social media, good job, that's technically productive. But we obviously want to squeeze everything we can out of a day. Like I hate doing non-work things in terms of like tasks, right? So like I even hate going grocery shopping and stuff. I'm like, alright, I could be doing something productive for work. That's the way my brain works anyway. And I know a lot of you guys who are business owners work that way too. And that's something I'm interested in, like stress management and boundaries is something I've started to look into heavily and started to touch on in the mentorship, how we can focus on being productive by producing tangible, just having tangible work blocks programmed in and set, so like your baseline, your bottom line is still productive, something gets done. Just getting the car wash here, lads. So I only need 3 alloys refurbed, and the only place that I'll actually do 3 is Lauren. For context, that is 3 hours. Sorry, 3 hours. 3 hours. 30 minutes away, and it takes 4 days to do it, and they're not doing it till Monday. So tight on schedule, but we've got the touch-up paint sorted, so we will. What's next to sort? The dent. That's next up. Just recorded a podcast episode with Dean Gracie there. That's going to be out. Well, it'll be out by the time this YouTube video goes up. Great conversation. Check it out. We're booked in. I think I mentioned that earlier. We're booked in to get the alloy sorted. The dent is going to get sorted on Friday, hopefully. And the paint work I'm going to do myself. Touch up paint, as I said. I really make a big deal out of things that aren't a big deal, don't I? What is good? So, I didn't conclude this video, and to be honest, I should start planning these videos out better, because I have no idea what the goal of yesterday's video was. But anyway, let's talk. Just got off first mentorship call with Declan. That's crazy to me. I looked up to that guy for so long before I started working with him, and now I'm mentoring with him, which is sick. No, I will make this point first. If you're a coach and you think that you can get to where you want to get to without investing in education, when I say education, I mean getting super good at helping people, because the money will come. Like, eventually you need to learn about the business stuff. You probably should dabble in it and have some guidance there, but the actual coaching side is more important. You can worry about running, you can worry about the money when you are good at the thing that makes you money, right? Ignore this mess to my side, by the way. I'm heading off to the gym here, and I don't even need to mention that. Have you guys noticed how my brain works by now? I'm just this whole car situation, I wanted to actually document it, because I knew this video would turn into just this. I overinflate the tiniest of matters, and it then acts as a roadblock to my goals, because I overcomplicate everything. Initially, the roadblock with Poland, as anyone who's been following the journey knows, was me worrying about, I need to get all this paperwork done, instead of, right, just get to Poland and then worry about the paperwork, okay? I obviously have the apartment sorted, which is the most important thing, but this car has been weighing on my brain. Like, let's look at the reality. A scratch on the paint, me going to sort that out, because I don't know if I mentioned it before, like there's a fair wear and tear standard that the finance company have listed on their website, which basically means I have to pay extra, or I have to give them more extra, or can't speak. Give them extra money to pay for the damages to compensate them of the value, for the value of the car decreasing. In my brain, I'm like, oh no, I need to sort this, instead of just, okay, go to Halfords, get some touch-up paint, and the problem sorted, which is what I've done, so I'll sort that out. But Monday, we need to get the shades on here. Monday, we're getting the alloys refurbed, and as I said, that'll take a few days, so I'll be carless, and my parents are away on holiday, so I'll be like actually carless, unless they let me. Again, looking at the problem instead of looking at the solution. I can literally just take temporary insurance out of one of my parents' cars, you know, if they let me. But stop overinflating these problems, guys. Like, Reese has a really good approach to this. He just sees it as another task that needs to be ticked off. I see it as a roadblock, okay? And it's interesting how other people think, and I want to keep this real. I can't speak English. Jestem w Polsce psychicznie. But all in all, we have cause and we have reason to celebrate. We're making it happen. The apartment is sorted. It's signed. We're moving into Warsaw on the 1st of September. Next episode because it'll be like next week where I'm actually carless and, oh shit, this is happening. We'll be 2 weeks away from the move or so. I think that episode's going to be pretty exciting. Guys, I just wanted to quickly tell you about our mentorship 7-day trial. It's going out on the email that allows you to use the offer, which is £50 for 1 week. You get a 20-minute diagnostic call for your business and your coaching ability, essentially. You have access to our group call for that week, all our resources, our biomechanics course, etc. and access to the unlimited coaches. Myself, Bobby Wilson, Rhys Evans and Michael Cullen. If you DM me at Piotr Szlachta _ on Instagram, if you message me referencing this YouTube video, I will allow you to use that, make use of that offer. Otherwise, you have to be on the email list to access it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the mentorship. Anything else you need from me, coaching or questions, you can contact me via Instagram or by following the link below. Guys, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sun wherever you are, whenever you are, and I'll speak to you next week.